Yeah, no, zero.
How good that Aussies are into who's paying the right amount of tax and checking those figures. These figures in this whole video, they are correct. There was zero corporate income tax paid by any of these entities. It's great clickbait because that's really what it is. There's over 120 different taxes, duties and charges in Australia, corporate income tax being just one of them. To make the statement that any of these entities paid zero tax is a lie. It is correct to say they paid zero corporate income tax. Some of these entities are more transparent than others, so let's look at one. Let's look at ExxonMobil. So in the 2020 year, not 2021, because for some reason I couldn't find it, we have this data based on their reported financials that they released. Someone's going to say, oh, they just fudge the numbers, they just do some silly accounting. Yeah, no silly accounting is going to cause 35% tax in excise, in duties, in GST and all sorts of things. It is a little bit unfair to include the GST, however, because nobody really reports GST inclusive income, so that's clearly just to grab a bit more. Very interesting, the $2.4 billion of excise paid, but also the petroleum resource rent tax that we have and a bunch of other, little taxes. Doing some very high level analysis of this pie graph here, we've got some Aussie operating costs, we've got employee costs, we've got some financing costs, which are not really significant. Financing costs, when they're quite high, can be seen as a way to use a interest-based BEPS tool to shift profit from Australia, 4%, like whatever, who cares? A lot of this depreciation cost appears to be accelerated depreciation. So usually it's more like 5 or 10%, but this year they got to depreciate a lot of shit because of COVID. And they bought some, crude oil and other stuff. If it was related party, then it's going to be examined very thoroughly under transfer pricing rules. If it wasn't related party, then that's the actual cost. But still, we're focused on they didn't pay any corporate income tax. They paid $3.5 billion of other taxes, but who cares about that?